Man. Got around. OG7 back here. And welcome back to the channel, guys, where I'm going to give it to you real and raw and tough and hard and true. So you can see through the bullshit these other prison channels just tell you about maximum security prison. Like it's somewhere cool and it's hip. And you don't get your stripes, you're going to be some motherfucking body. Only thing you end up being is somebody's bottom boy, bitch. Because one thing I know for sure, I just got done watching the movie Felon for the second time, guys. And it made me understand, dude, that when you're in compliance, man, to what the powers that be, your people, your gentes, your set, your group, your gang, when you're in compliance with what they want you to do, all I know is the next thing, you're going to be smelling doo-doo in your mouth as they go ass to mouth and make you a throat go, because you ain't nothing but a compliance bitch. You're a soft soy boy mangina, dude. And you got the right to have your man card revoked, man. So over here on my channel, dude, I'm going to give it to you real and raw and tough, and I'm going to explain to you, dude, that when you go into maximum security prison, there's only one rule. The rule of the savage barbarian. And barbarians, just so you know, are subhuman, man. They're like Neanderthal, Cro-Magnon type of motherfuckers. Because you leave all humanity out the window and you get in touch with beast mode law. And by beast mode law, you'll be willing to stand and fight and even die, give your very last breath to defend what you believe in, which is your masculinity and the right to keep your anal virginity intact, my friend, until you choose otherwise. So without further ado, let's get into the topic of today's video, which is going to be a mind-bending experiment. Is going to be like that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio called Inception, where building's been upside down. I'm going to wrap your man around this. Your mind's going to be bent upside down, dude. You're going to know, you don't even know what's top or bottom. The topic of today's video is in maximum security prison. Be careful who you trust, or your butt cheeks, they will bust nightly. And this is going to be a short video, man, because I want to encourage you guys, if you haven't watched the movie Felon, man, I try to be a beacon of light, dude. I try to be a leader of men. I try to be a positive influence in your life. I try to give back to the youngsters, man, to make penance for the people that I've unalived, for all the savage things I've done to innocent people, from causing my mom heartache, dude, because I was just an out of control youngster. To both of my wives, man, and my kids for not being there for them because I was locked up and shit. I was not a fucking good parent, man. I gotta be honest with you guys, man. When you're a demonic, savage barbarian, dude, you're not good for nobody. It's good that they isolated me because I was a menace to society, dude, and I needed help. In prison, man, I hit my rock bottom and made me realize, hey, dude, I was violent before I went to prison. That's why the dude from Africa started in the lobby. The Cameroonian was always on my case, dude. Hey, man, control your anger, control your violence, control your aggression, man. Do transmutation, man. Apply all that anger and energy into educating yourself and learning about yourself. That's why he encouraged me to take psychology. That's why I got my master's degree in psychology, thanks to Sergeant Lobby. I did a double major. I did a major in psychology and then also information technology, because I needed to make money, but I also needed to troubleshoot myself to see why I was so violent, guys. Something's wrong with me, man. I'm being honest with you. That's why I really appreciate my girlfriend, Yona. You guys want to come over here talking about, oh, you went to the Philippines, you became a beta male. Let me tell you something, guys. If you're a real savage, man, if you're a real warrior, you're a real fucking barbarian, man, then you can appreciate real love and passion when a smaller, kinder, gentler, a prettier, a sexier human being, dude, has love and compassion for you. They love you for who you are. They see your ugliness and your truth, and they, dude, accept you and they embrace you and they show you nothing but kindness and love, dude, and compassion for you being a psychotic, sick motherfucker. I'm up there with Silence of the Lambs, dude. Like, no, I'm not on no Ted Bundy shit. I ain't on no Jeffrey Dahmer shit. You know, I don't kidnap people and rape them and eat them. I ain't on none of that shit. But I'm on some Silence of the Lambs shit. I have tortured some fucking drug dealers, man, that didn't want to tell me the fucking combination to the safe. Like this movie called Paid in Full ain't got shit on me, dude. I did some shit I'm not proud of, dude. And like I tell everybody, the 26 years they gave me in prison was just for the very reason that I was a real estate agent during the day, and I was a fucking crack cocaine savage barbarian drug dealer and a jacker of men at night. They don't like that, man. You got to be one or the other. But I'm so lucky for the shit they didn't catch me for what I did do. I'd be locked under the prison. I'd probably have a death sentence. But what I'm trying to say, guys come on here talking about I'm a beta male. Let me tell you something. If you're fortunate to find somebody who loves you for who you really are and sees you for who you really are and accept you, dude, skeletons in the closet and everything, man, that's the gym. So I don't give a fuck what you guys is talking about, man. I'm training Muay Thai, kickboxing, lifting weights, dude, grappling, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Standing and screaming. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. You don't validate me, you soft motherfucker, non-traveling bitch-made motherfucker. So back to the topic of today's video on maximum security prison. Be careful who you trust or your butt cheeks. They will bust nightly. I want to tell you something, man. I like recommending this movie, Felon. I just saw this movie, Convict. I want you to watch. I watched An Innocent Man again. I watched Glass House, dude. I watched Lockdown. I watched South Central because I want to relive the horrors, man, so I can revisit in my memory the stuff that I've suppressed, because I went through a lot of fucking horrific shit, bro, that if you're not a savage barbarian, dude, it'll warp your mind. You'll be in an insane asylum. But one thing that all these movies have in common, man, is when you first get to maximum security prison, there's always 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 dudes just trying to befriend you or to be your friend. Or it's even people you know, like in the movie Lockdown. It's some people you know from the street, but let me tell you something, youngsters, and you OGs, I'm speaking to you as well, so maybe you can translate, because my girlfriend Yoni tells me that sometimes my voice is too deep and I'm too aggressive, that people shut down in fear. They're like a scared rabbit in my presence, and they shivering and shaking, right? And I'm trying to be a nicer, kinder, gentler dude, man. Whenever I see rabbits here in the Philippines, I pick them up and I pet them and stuff, and I pick up little kitty cats and I go, meow, meow. And I catch little birdies and stuff, man, and I feed them from the palm of my hand. I'm trying to be a nice dude, man, so bear with me. But one thing I know for sure, man, sometimes you see your homies in there, your friends you know from the street, but you never done time with them, and this is what I want to share with you youngsters. Even if you know a dude from the street, this is where I learned duplicitous behavior. The way a dude acts on the street, he's learned what is acceptable in society. He's playing the role that you're comfortable putting him in, dude. He's playing a character that you guys have known him to become accustomed to that character, but that's not who he really is. I'm gonna tell you the one secret to life, guys, whether it's about prison, the street, anywhere. You never really know a person till you live with them, dude. Take that from a true OG. Whether you want to call me an older gentleman, original gangster, a orangutan grappler, or I don't give a fucker type of a motherfucker. Whatever you want to call me, I don't care, man. I got high self-esteem, motherfucker. I know who I am. I'm congruent with what I believe in. But remember this rule. You never know a motherfucker till you live with him. Because anybody can put on this false persona, wear a mask, be somebody. This is why they tell you, man. I'm gonna share something with you that Michael, the Armenian Russian Jewish dude, the IT manager, he'll agree with me. You have what's called your office personality, and then you have your social personality, and you have your public personality, and then you have your hidden personality. Let me differentiate the two. This is why they frown on office romances. Here's why. It's not because of the politics and the diplomacy and all of that, the nepotism, no. The reason they frown upon that, because, dude, you could be the most squarest, righteous dude, man, golly gee willikers, mom's apple pie, leave it to beaver dude in the office. And you could be like this movie American Psycho outside the office. When you leave the office, motherfucker, you a totally different dude. I was that guy, dude. And I met a lot of guys when I worked in Oakland and East Palo Alto and Richmond. And I'm not being racist, I'm just using these terms that you understand. Because the white boys and the Asian dudes And the Indian guys didn't want to go into East Palo Alto and Richmond and East Oakland. They didn't want to service those IT servers and switches and firewalls there because this motherfuckers was jacking IT dudes, because IT dudes have nice cars, nice clothes, nice watches, bro. They say break yourself, fool. So the white dudes, man, and the Asian dudes and the Indian dudes, they wasn't going up in there. No, Sahib, I'm not going up in there. I don't care what you say about my H-33 immigration visa. I'll go back to my country. I'm not going there anymore. No way, Sahib. And they saw me, man, AOG, you want to go? Man, hell yeah, I go. I need the money. I'm on parole, motherfucker. I need the money in overtime. So I met a lot of dudes that I thought was cool. And I'm not trying to pick on any one race, but when you working in Oakland and East Palo Alto, dude, and Richmond, they got some black IT dudes, bro. And I call them techie thugs. At work, they're very technical. They dress sharp. They go by the dress code, the HR policies of acceptable dress at work, bro. The protocols of how you shall address people, dude. How you shall engage other employees, but after work, bro. I remember because sometimes they would help me install servers and routers and switches, because back then you had the Cisco 6500 core switch router. It's a routing switch. That motherfucker was heavy. I couldn't do myself, so I had like 3 other techie thug dudes help me put it in, install it. Earthquake, seismic it and everything. And then they'd be like, hey, my man, you wanna go out, man? We can go to, what's it called after work, man? It's like not TGIF, but it's like after work. Happy hour, yeah. You want to go get something to eat? Yeah, because, I worked late, dude, and I was probably going to get a hotel or something. So I went out with them dudes, man, and the dudes be like, hey, man, I'm going to just freshen up. I'll meet you at this place. They show up, man. They all got their fucking gangster fucking necklaces on, bro. Their big Rolexes, the gangster type, dude. The platinum and shit, man. Sagging and motherfucking, yeah, dog. Yeah, blood, yeah, cuz. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't let them know I've been to prison, but I had my game face on. I didn't show no shock or fear, because I've seen worse. But I was like, okay, I'm not the only motherfucker practicing duplicitous behavior, dude. And just so you guys know, I'm not picking on black guys. I've even worked with some white dudes, man. I've been in the Oklahoma and Wyoming, dude. And I worked with some white dudes, and then afterwards, they want to eat, so they say, hey, brother, you want to come eat with us? And then I seen they had some KKK friends. So why am I bringing this up? If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. What does that mean? If you meet a lady, man, and you think she's sophisticated and classy, you meet her at work, but then when you go out and some of her friends happen to meet up with her, and they're all slutty 304s, man, IG models, this hoe is just fronting, man. She's deep down. She's a 304, man, an IG model slut, bro. So, man, she's just for recreational use only. So what does that got to do with the topic of today's video? I want to explain to you youngsters, everything is relevant. When you think I'm ranting like this, one youngster tell me, AOG Silverback, man, I subscribe to your channel, but if you just stick to the point, I think it would be more beneficial because you be all over the place. That is the point. Nothing in life is isolated. Everything ties in the motherfucker together, man. Everything ties in together, motherfucker. Mature up, man. Grow some cojones and understand, dude. There is no instant gratification. There is no add water, stir. You got the answer, dude. Everything is everything, dude. How you do one thing, you do everything. So how this relates to a maximum security prison, be careful who you trust or your butt cheeks, they will bust nightly. The people that you know from the street, or you think you know from the street, but you never did time with them, you don't really know them. Now when you get in the maximum security prison, what they're going to do is they're going to trick you. They're going to put in their street persona, the person you know from the street. And then when they get you to do a cell change and you end up in their cell, and they talking about, hey, man, how's your mama, man? How's Aunt Betsy, man? Yeah, man. How's Jimmy Joe? All that, getting caught up to relax your girl. Wow, I'm safe. My homeboy got my back. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, let me show you some of these Brazilian jiu-jitsu moves, and the dude starts sniffing on you and kissing on your neck. You're like, whoa, dog, what's going on? Hey, man, check it out, man. I've been locked up for a long time. Like, I ain't seen you in 10 years, man. And you smelling kind of good. Hey, my man, I ain't with that shit. Hey, man, check this out, homie. We from the same block. We from the same hood. I know your mama, man. Hey, man, you the closest thing, man, I'm going to get to a female, man. It's because I got life. I ain't never getting out. And you got your girlfriend come to visit you. I can smell the perfume on you, man. Let me just put the tip in, man. Because what happens, guys, I want to wrap this up. Your friends are actually frenemies, dude. They're only your friends so they can get first poke at your private bloke. They want to get first poke because I'm going to share something with you. You guys who haven't had the pleasure of having a virgin, bro. It's an experience I can't explain to you. It's like the Matrix. You have to experience it yourself. And those days are gone because most girls lose their virginity at 12 years old. But I'm talking about a man's virgin butthole. That's the most precious thing in maximum security prison. And your frenemy, your friend, your homie sexual, he wants to be the first one to open up your cheeks because then he's going to be in love with you and he will fight to the death to protect the fact that he's the only motherfucker going up in you. So I'm just here to tell you, in maximum security prison, be careful who you trust or your butt cheeks, they will bust nightly because, dude, your homie, he's your homie sexual. Your friend is actually your frenemy, dude. And so now that he got you in the cell, man, he knows you ain't been practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He got you to drop your guard talking about your mama, your auntie, and your Uncle Jimbo and Sally Sue getting caught up on the streets. He's telling you how pretty your girlfriend is. He puts you in a rear naked choke. And it goes up in your butt cheeks. Oklahoma! Oh, fuck, homie, you got a tight motherfucking sphincter hole. And then you wake up and you got jism and poop and blood running down your legs, bro. Hey, man, I'm just here to tell you, man. In maximum security prison, be careful who you trust. Or your butt cheeks, they will bust nightly. Now dudes in love with your type fucking cool. I'm going to tell you something about men. And if you guys are young, I'm going to give you education about men. You OGs know this. You middle-aged dudes know this. Hey, man, men find love through their penis, dude. A man can have the most perfect wife or girlfriend, like, you know, she gives him money, she cooks, cleans for him, dude. She's cooperative, builds him up, introduces him to the right people, makes the right business connects. Like, she's even beautiful and she's sexy and everything. But, man, if her vajayjay's like the Holland Tunnel, hello, hello, every time he puts his pee-pee in, it's going beep, bop, echoing like that, bro. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. He will not be in love with that woman. But I'm going to give you an example of a woman. And those of you guys who've had a lot of experience with women, you know this, man. Normally, man, it's the more plainer women like the girl next door, them type that have the best vajayjay, like the fucking tens and the dime pieces you guys chasing on Instagram and them Instagram thoughts and them baddies and them hotties, like you call it, like the tens, the dime pieces. Their shit's all blown out. That shit ain't even, man, you ain't get no friction, man. It's the girl next door, the girl that's just pretty, man, and she's sexy and fit. Those girls got the best vaginas, man. So I'm going to give you a story, man. Like if a dude got to mess with a woman that looks like Quasimodo, nobody's hitting that shit, but her shit is tight and puckering and pulsating, dude. A motherfucker will fall in love. Now, I'm not saying he going to take her home to meet his parents or be sporting her around like arm candy, but that motherfucker secretly, dude, he will fight to the death and make sure nobody else gets to hit that. And that's how your homie sexual buddy's going to be about your newly penetrated bunghole, bro. Because virgin bunghole is the best bunghole in maximum security prison. That's worth more than $1 million, man. Because every night he gets to hear you holler, Mississippi, Mississippi, I ain't ready for it. I ain't ready. Shut the fuck up, homie. This is how we doing it. So if you guys like being educated and enlightening, man, and informed, dude, then welcome in my channel, man. All I ask, man, is that, you know, you stuck with me this far, leave a thumbs up for the video, man, and show me some interaction in the comment section about how you feel, how your friends can be your enemies, dude. The people you think you know, you don't really know until you know. And sometimes it's too late. And how the fact that your homeboys, your homies, as homie sexuals just waiting to give you love from the homies and push your shit in nightly. Because let me tell you something about maximum security prison. Everybody's bored, everybody's horny, and everybody does a program. What's a program? It's the same thing you do every day to get through the day And it's the same thing you do at night to go to bed at night. Some dudes jack their shit off at night to bust nuts because they don't got no gay dude in their cell. They don't got no canteen to pay for some punani from the prostitutes in there. And when I say prostitutes, I mean mans that's selling bussy. Bussy stands for butt pussy. They got prostitutes, but man, they charge a lot of money. Or they not a shot caller. But now, this homie in the street that came in, he gonna make you holler, Mississippi. So if you like the realness and the rawness, man, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification all button. Most importantly, share the video. So until next time, Ochi Silverback out.